What's good with the YouTube? Fight fans all over the world. It's your boy, the realest of the real. Yes, I said it. Real Talk Boxing. It's a privilege, an honor, and a blessing to be back at you guys again. Let me get the sweat off the eyelashes. Yes, I put in some work. Something very interesting going on tonight. A lot of people might not even know of it, might not care to see it or have any interest in it at all, but it piques my interest, okay? And that is Claressa Shields making her MMA debut tonight on Professional Fighters League, PFL 4. Her opponent is Brittany Elkin. Her record is 3-6. She has a 12-year span of MMA experience, and she's 5'11", I think 33 years old. And I think they picked the right opponent. I knew nothing of this woman before I heard of this. I actually heard of this yesterday. As we all may or may not know, Claressa Shields is a three-division champion, in the female professional boxing ranks. She is a two-time gold medalist. And she is the self-proclaimed GOAT, the greatest woman of all time. I don't know about all that. But her accolades and her achievements speak for themselves. I mean, I can't hate on that. When I see her fight, I don't see anything that special. I don't see the GOAT. When I think of women boxers, GOATs, Lucia Riker, Katie Taylor, Michaela Meyer, she's really, really good. Heather Hart's pretty good, veteran, gritty, but I don't think of Claressa Shields as the GOAT. I really don't. She's fast. She has good counterpunchability, good footwork, lacks power. As big as she is, she lacks power. And there's one reason and one reason alone why she's doing MMA now. It's because she can't get paid the money that she thinks she deserves in boxing. Now, I can't argue with her about that because I think women's boxing is just as exciting as men's boxing. I think women's boxing should be put on the same platform as men. A lot of people, especially men, do not agree with that. But they're knuckling up just like men, putting their life on the line to provide for their family. Now, a lot of us out there, a lot of us men out there might not see the two equal, but I think it should be as a professional sport. So, I mean, I think that these women should get paid, a significant amount. Now, I know a lot of us are going to say, well, they can't put butts in the seat. Your revenue is based on your popularity, your ability to bring fans in. But I think if female fighters were put on a bigger platform, on a lot of male events, I think it'll be phenomenal. I think that women boxing deserves that, and they've deserved it for a long time. In my opinion, I have to be honest. Now, let's get back to the task at hand. Claressa Shields said she has a lot of time. She has had a lot of time to prepare for this debut. 7 months. 7 months. I mean, it may seem long to her because she's thrown into a totally different scenario, situation, atmosphere, planet, universe, stepping into the octagon. How do I think she will do against this particular opponent? I think she could actually pull it off. Now, I've seen 2 fights of her opponent, Brittany Elkin, and she's a big Amazon of a woman, but she's very passive. She's not aggressive at all. She stays very, very calm in the ring. Even when she's getting her head beat in, she's just really, really calm. Stand-up is just complete garbage. Her jiu-jitsu is probably her strongest asset in her whole MMA game. But she's had a lot. Man, I think they picked the right opponent for Claressa Shields. Now, judging by what I've seen in Brittany stand up, if she chooses to stand up with Claressa, which I'm pretty sure that she's not. She better not. It'll end quickly. Now, I don't know if if Claressa Shields will knock Brittany out, because Claressa is not known for power. She might get a TKO stoppage, too much accumulated punishment, and the ref will step in. But what happens if we get Claressa on the freaking ground? I think she's going to be a fish out of water. Now, Brittany has 12 years experience. Now, mind you, she's not that good, but she knows about the ground way more than Claressa does. 7 months. Claressa has had to change her whole mindset. Her stance has to be different. The way she punches, the way she leans forward when she punches has to be different. She has to constantly be looking for the shoot. Because if Brittany and her team have any common sense at all, that's the first thing they're going to do. The first thing they're going to do is shoot for them hips and get her on the ground so she can be a fish out of water. But I really commend Claressa Shields for taking this chance. There's not a lot of boxers with enough nuts or guts to make this transition. There's only one boxer that I've ever known to do that, and that's one of my favorite of all time, James Lights Out Tony. James needed money, though. There's a reason why he did it. So he just harassed Dana White for I don't know how long, until Dana's like, okay, I'm going to put you in there. And a person that stepped up that wanted to fight him was Randy Couture. Now, this is totally different from what Claressa Shields is facing. This Brittany Elkin, she's not good. She's not that good. I'm serious. Look her up. She's not that good. We're talking about Randy Couture. Even though Randy Couture was 147 years old when he fought James Toney in the octagon, it's Randy Couture. You know what I'm saying? So, what did Randy do? Shot straight for the hips and choked him out. That's what he did. Now, James being James, he thinks he's Superman. He thinks he can beat everybody. But James was in a different element. He got his $100,000, nice money to get choked out. But, it just didn't work. But at least he had enough nuts to do it, like Claressa. So I commend her for this, because not a lot of boxers will even do it. But it's solely because she's not getting paid enough in boxing. She needs another avenue, another means for money. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's sad. I do, because female boxers are just straight up dope. They're as dope as some men. You get it? I think they should be equal. I'm telling you, I think that they should be equal. Regardless of what we say or think, they're putting their life on the line. At the least, up their pay. At the least. Or some promoter needs to put on some like females only event to get fighters out there, to get female fighters' faces out there so they can showcase their talent and so they can put butts in the seat and make this mega money. But that's the sole purpose why she's going to MMA, because the money's not there in boxing. Regardless if she's a 3-division world champion, regardless if she's a 2-time gold medalist. Like, to me, that speaks volumes. But in the professional ranks, it doesn't. So she's doing what she has to do. Her team picked the right opponent. I think Claressa Shields will get past her debut with a win, but I don't know what's going to happen if she gets on the ground, because this Brittany Elkins chick is big, bro. She is like 5'11", 6 foot, might as well say. She's from Themyscira, straight off the island of Themyscira, bro. She's an Amazon. But is she tough enough? Does she have enough skill? You better not stand up with If you stand up with Claressa Shields, I'm just saying. But the fight's on tonight. I may watch it, I may not, but it piques my interest. A lot of you guys, like I said, may not be, but I commend this woman for making this huge transition that you don't see a lot of other elite boxers setting themselves up to do. Obviously, because they don't need the money. So, Claressa, good luck. Don't get too cocky. Stay humble, because if this girl gets you on the ground, it could be bad. As always, leave your comment down below. Let your boy Real Talk know. Respect all. Fear none. God bless. Until the next time, Real Talk Boxing. We up. We out of here, baby.